Today, I discuss about the fifth unit of energy auditing of demand side management. What is the topic of this fifth unit is economic and cost effectiveness tests of demand side programs. Economic and cost effectiveness test of demand side programs. Economics and cost effectiveness test of demand side programs. And at this, what are the different contents of this demand side management is? Under this, basic payback calculations, depreciation. Under depreciation, what are the use of this depreciation and what are the types of the depreciations, and NPV, net present value, and taxes and tax credit, and some of the numerical problems depend upon the payback calculations, depreciation and net present values. And then the another topic is importance of evaluation, measurement and verification of demand side management programs. And then the next topic is cost effectiveness test. Under this cost effectiveness test, the rate payer impact measure, total resource cost, participant cost, program administrator cost. These are the contents in this unit, that is economics and cost effectiveness test of DSM programs. First, what is this in this chapter? What are the main objective of this chapter is to understand the time value of money concept. We have to understand about the time value of money concept, to study the different cash flow models, and to develop a cash flow model for uniform series compound amount factor and single compound amount factor, and to learn about payback analysis, to understand about depreciation, to explain the meaning of life cycle cost analysis, to learn about tax and credits. These are the objectives of this main objective of this economic and cost effectiveness test of demand side programs. So next, what is basic of this economic analysis? Economic analysis. Generally, energy economics is a broad scientific subject area which includes topics related to supply and use of energy in societies. Energy economics is a subject area which includes topics related to supply and use of energy in societies. Due to diversity of issues and methods applied and shared with a number of academic disciplines, this energy economics does not present itself as a self-contained academic discipline, but it is an applied sub-discipline of economics. So, energy economics is a bird's scientific subject area which includes topics related to supply and use of energy in societies. From the list of main topics of economics, some relative strongly energy economics are econometrics, environmental economics, finance, industrial organization, microeconomics, macroeconomics, resource economics, like that some of the topics of this economics. What is the main issues related this economic analysis means? Energy economics also draws heavily on result of energy engineering, geology and political science, ecology, etc. So recently there are energy economics includes the following issues are there. This is climate change and climate policies, and risk analysis and security of supply, and sustainability and energy market and electricity market and demand response and energy and economic growth, economics of energy infrastructure and environmental policies, energy policies and energy derivatives, forecasting of energy demand and elasticity of supply and demand in energy market and energy elasticity. So there are some of the issues of this energy economics, and that there is a depend upon the climatic changes, demand response, energy policies, energy derivatives, energy elasticities, energy and economic growth and demand response and environmental policies. Next, elasticity of supply and demand in energy market. These are the some issues in this economic. So energy economics is a subject which includes topics related to supply and use of energy in society. What are the main some terminologies in this energy economics? First one, it is fixed capital. Fixed capital. So cost spent for purchasing land, plant or equipment. We have to put any cost for spending of purchasing of the land, plant and equipment, and the cost of generating equipment and cost of transmission system and capital cost of distribution system. These are related upon the fixed cost. So whatever the cost spent for the purchasing of the land, plant and equipment and capital cost of generating equipment, transmission system and distribution system. These about the fixed cost. And what is the running capital? Running capital. Capital for purchase of raw materials. When you have to be purchase of the lands like that, it is a fixed cost. When it will be running capital means cost, capital for purchase of raw material, payment of salaries, wages, fuel cost, maintaining and repairing cost, cost of water, cost of lubricant oils. These are related to the running capital. For purchasing of raw material, salaries, payment of salaries, wages, fuel cost, maintaining and the repairing cost, cost of water and cost of lubricant oils. Next, what is tax? So already all of you know about the tax. Property tax levied on generating stations, building and substation building. Tax should be paid to municipal corporation for the use of street road, and income tax for employees. So there are different tax. When you have to take in the employee point of view, there is an income tax must be, salary point of view, there is the taxes must be there, and in the industrial point of view there is a tax, and you have to pay the tax, water tax, current tax, and the road tax for the municipality, and the building tax. Like that, the property tax related to the generating stations, building and substation filling, these are related to taxes. Next, insurance charges. So insurance charge means, so if we all of you have to pay insurance for the any accidental risks are there, or to cover the fire, risk of fire for the building. If suppose the building must be damage due to about the some short circuit like that, if the building will have an insurance, then you have to claim the total cost. So to cover accidental, any accident will be obtained, then also you have to claim the insurance, or workers compensation also you have to take the insurance charges. Next, depreciation and sinking fund. So after a certain time of the equipment is to be replaced because of physical and functional reasons. So depreciation means the lifetime period. That means that any equipment or whatever the its lifetime period. That means the efficiency or period will be less. It will be decreases. Then the certain at the certain time, if suppose when you have to take in the vehicle, when you use the vehicle at the 10 years, it will be the lifespan of that vehicle will be automatically decreases. The engine working condition will be also decreases. So after a certain time, the equipment is to be replaced because of physical and functional reasons. Plant has worn out and become unfit for future use, that is the physical reason. Capacity of the plant become inadequate due to load growth, that is the functional reason. This is about the insurance and depreciation. Next, interest. For every, when you have to take any loan or any amount, you have to pay some amount of the interest must be there. So interest is the earning power of money. Earning power of money. It represents the growth of capital per unit period. The period may be month or a quarter or semi-annual or a year. Interest is the income produced by money that is lent or loaned. Simple interest or compound interest or the different types of the interests must be. So whenever you have to take any money with some others or in bank or whatever it may be, you have to pay some interest. So if you have to take 1,000 rupees, in the next month you have to pay 100 rupees, like interest must be there. So that is nothing but the earning power of the money is nothing but the interest. Next, cash flow model. Cash flow model. What is cash flow models? Cash flow model means in financial accounting, a cash flow statement is also known as a statement of cash flows. How the financial statement shows how changes in balance sheets accounts and income affect cash and cash equalities, and breaks the analysis down to operate investment and financing activity. So cash flow, so how much the audit will be tell, the statement will be tell, the balance sheet will be tell how much of the income affected and cash equivalency, and how much you have to be invest and finance activities, that will be depend upon this cash flow. So there generally a convenient way to discipline the revenues and cost associated with an investment. Different cash flow models must be there. There are basically three types of models must be there. Under that, end of period convention, mid period convention, continuous period convention. What is end of period convention? So end of period convention. All cash flow which occur at any time interval assumed to occur at the end of each interval. All cash flow which occur at any time interval assured to occur at the end of the period, then it is called as end of period convention. Simply the computations and errors. So this above diagram illustrates 3 years of duration. 3 years of duration. So this is the end of period convention. And next one is mid period convention. When you have to take in the form of the mid, at the time of the end, 3 years in the last we have taken as the end of period. So 1, 2, 3 at the end we have to taken the assume to occur the end of each interval, then it is called a end of period. And here mid-term period means middle term. So cash flow can be assumed to occur mid period. You have taken the cash flow in terms of the mid period, then it is called as mid period convention. So 3 years duration of mid period conversion. This will illustrate 3 years duration but of mid period convention. And next one, that is continuous flow. It will be taken as a continuous flow convention. So cash flow for any period or received at continuous rate. Whatever the period must be there, it will be in the form of the continuous rate, then it is called as cash flow, continuous flow convention. Continuous flow convention. So cash flow for any period or received at a continuous rate is nothing but a continuous cash flow, continuous flow convention. So these following diagram shown the 8 cash flow per year again over 3 year period. So total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the following shows 8 cash flow per year. It will be 8 cash flow. Again, how many years it will be taken as a 3 years. So there are three cash flow models must be there. End of period conversion. So here it will be taken occur at the end of each interval, and this is the mid, in terms of it will be occur at the mid period, and this continuous flow conversion period received the continuous rate is nothing but the continuous flash forward model. Next, what is the basic concept of this time value of money concept? Time value of money concept. That means the change in the amount of money over a given time period is called time value of money. That means the change in the amount of money. So the change in the amount of a money over a given time period is called time value of money. The change in the amount of money over a given time period is called as time value of money. Money can make money if invested. Money can make money if invested. So money made depends upon the interest rate. Money has a time value. So money can be spent, money to be borrowed, money to be kept as a depreciation. So time value of money means amount of money over a given period. The change, whatever the change of the amount of a money over a given period is called a time of value. So money can be spent, money to be borrowed, money to be kept as a depreciation. So in this, the time value of the money, to compare the various options, alternatives, it is necessary to convert all cash forward, that is end cash forward, mid cash forward, or continuous cash forwards for each measures or scheme into equivalent base. To convert cash from one time into another, different techniques are to be used. This is based upon the principle that money in hand today is more valuable than money received at some time in future. So this is the main concept, is main principle is money in hand today is more valuable than money received at some time in future. Whatever the money in my hand in today, this will be more useful compared to the more valuable than money received at some time in future. This is the time value of money. Next one is payback period. What is payback period? Payback method or payback period, this is PB, measures the time a project takes to generate a cash income equal to its capital income. That means the payback period or payout time is the reciprocal of the rate of return. Payback period means it is a method of investment appraisals that estimates the time period taken to recover the initial cash outlay on an investment. So payback period means the period of time that a project requires to recover the money invested in. That means suppose if I buy one bike, it will be cost 5,000. Or if I whatever I have to pay, I have to invest money for some something I want to some project I want to invest some money. So if suppose I put the money at the 10,000, when it will be returned? At 1 year it will be returned, or 2 years will be returned, or 3 years it will be returned. How much time it will be take to return? That is payback period means the period of time. The period of time that a project requires to recover the money invested. Whatever the money I have to be invested, in how much time it will be, how much period of time it will be takes to recover the money, recover the same money. That is nothing but payback period. So payback period means the period of time that a project requires to recover the money invested. Whatever the money I have to invested, how much period it will be take to recover the same amount of money is nothing but the payback period. For example, if a company wants to recover the cost of machine within 5 years of purchase. So the machine desired payback period of the company would be 5 years. So the purchase of machine would be desirable if it is promises a payback period of 5 years or less. It is mostly expressed in here. So if whatever the company, whatever I have to put, it will be within the 5 years you have to be purchased. So the purchase of machine which is desirable if it promises a payback period of 5 years or it will be less. So payback, how we have to calculate this payback period means, payback is defined as the investment divided by annual savings of the taxes. The duration required to recover the capital amount per investment is called as payback period. Payback period is net investment or capital. If suppose net investment means 10,000 and if I take 5 years, for each year I get 2000 continuously I am written in bank 2000 like that. So the all must be same. So net investment of capital is 10,000. Net annual cash flow or net annual saving, if it will be same, then I take it will be even. If it will be odd, I will do in different way. If it will be the even, same amount will be getting for each year. So 20 that means 2000 so net investment 10,000 by 2000, it will be taken as 5 years, like that we have to solve. So payback period is equal to net investment or capital cost per net annual cash flow or net annual savings. Payback, so is the sum of difference between capital cash flow to overall cost is positive, implies to project will accept, else the project will be rejected. If I want to take that project will be accepted or rejected means the difference between capital cash flow to overall cost is positive. If it will be gain, then only we have to go to that project, or if we have to be reject that project. So what are the main advantages this payback analysis is? It can be able to judge availability of the financial resources, and it helps to achieve successful investment for a projects. And what is the disadvantages means, time value of money is not directly considered, effect of cash flow after payback is not considered. So advantages, to judge availability of financial resources, to achieve successful investment for a project. Disadvantages means time value of money is not directly considered and effect of cash flow after payback is not considered. Next, what means payback period? That is even cash flow means when net annual cash flow inflow is even. So that means if I take 5 years period, the 5 years whatever the cash, whatever I put inflow is 10,000. So the inflow will be 2000, same it will be flow. Then it is called as even cash flow. Same cash flow every period. The payback period of the project can be computed by applying the simple formula. Payback period is equal to investment required by net annual cash inflow. Net annual cash inflow. Whatever I have to put the investment by net annual cash inflow is nothing but the even cash flow payback period. If I take a simple example, the Delta company is planning to purchase a machine known as some machine X. The machine X is cost is 25,000 and would have a useful life of 10 years with zero salvage value. So the expected annual cash inflow of the machine is 10,000. The expected annual cash of machine is 10,000. So required, compute payback period of machine X and conclude whether or not the machine would be purchased if the maximum desired payback period of Delta company in 3 years. What is the solution means? The annual cash flow is even in this project. Suppose since the annual cash flow will be even. So 10 years they have to put their useful life will be 10 years. So whatever the cash flow will be, it will be even. So we can simply divide the initial investment by the annual cash flow to compute the payback period. That means payback period means 25,000 by, that means total invested, whatever invested, that is 25,000. And what is the cash flow for this is that means it will be take 10,000, it will be taken 10,000. So cash inflow of the machine is 10,000. So even it will be same. So I take whatever the total investment by cash inflow, that is 25,000 by 10,000, that is equal to 2.5 years. So I get that period of time. I return back that amount is within 2.5 years. So, according to the payback period analysis, the purchase of machine X is desirable because its payback period is 2.5 years, which is shorter than the maximum payback period of the company. So, yeah, they have to be desired payback period of Delta company is 3 years, but they given. But within less than 2.5 years or within 2.5 years, I am returned back to that money. So, this is project will be okay. Like that you have to be so. If suppose another example, with increased demand, the management of Rani Banerjee Beverage Company is considered to purchase a new equipment to increase the production and revenues. The useful life of the equipment is 10 years. And the company maximum desired payback period is, the maximum period is 4 years. The inflow and outflow of cash associated with the new equipment is given below. So initial cost I have taken as 37,500. So annual cash inflows is 75,000. So annual cash outflows, cost of ingredients 45,000, salary 13,500, maintenance 15,000. Non-cash expenses, depreciation expenses 5,000. Should the Rani Beverage Company purchase the new equipment, use payback method of your answer. They have given. So solution means step 1. So in order to compute the payback period of the equipment, we need to work out the net annual cash inflow by deducted total cash outflow for the total cash inflow associated with the equipment. So 75,000 will be net annual cash minus, in the 75,000, what is the cash outflows? 45,000 plus 13,500 plus 15,000. So that is equal to 50,000. So now the amount of investment required to purchase the equipment would be divided by the amount of net annual cash inflow. Net annual cash inflow. So net annual cash 75,000. So outflow is, we have to minus this. Then you get the 15,000. So how much you have to invest? 37,500. So 37,000 by 1,500, that is 2.5 years. But the given will be 4 years. So according to the payback method, the equipment should be purchased because the payback period of the equipment is 2.5 years, which is shorter than the maximum desired. So they given the years will be 4 years, but our amount will be paybacking within the time, not within time, it is below 4 years, that is 2.5 years. So we have to accept this condition. Next. Payback method with uneven cash flow. That means if I put the 10,000 in the 1 year I get 2,000, another year 1,500, like that it will be changes, then it is called uneven cash flow method. So we have assumed that generate even cash flow, but many projects generate uneven cash flow. When projects generate inconsistent or uneven cash flow, the simple formula we have to taken. So payback period is equal to years before full recovery. Years before. If suppose I put 10,000. So after 4th year, I get some 8,500. And 5th year, I got 12,000. So I take the years how when it get the before when we get the amount before 10,000, that is fourth year. So years before full recovery into plus unrecovered cost of short of the year. Unrecovered cost, how much of the amount, the variation of the amount you have to take. Cash flow during that year. So after that, how much of the cash flow of that year you have to take. So payback period is equal to years before full recovery plus unrecovered cost at the short of the year by cash flow during the year. So an example we have taken, an investment of 2 lakhs is expected to generate the following cash inflows in 6 years. The first year 70,000, second year 60,000, third year 55,000, fourth year 40,000, fifth year 30,000, sixth year 20. So when you observe here, so in the even same amount will be there. In the odd there is 1 year it will be 70, second year 60, third year 55, fourth year 40, fifth year 30, and sixth year 25,000, like that. So required to compute payback period of the investment should be made if management wants to recover the initial investment within 3 years or less. If it will be 3 years, you have to go through that project. So because the cash flow is uneven, the payback period formula cannot be used to compute the payback period. We can compute the payback period by computing the cumulative net cash flow. So first you have to find out the cumulative cash flow. So initially we have taken 2 lakhs. So in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth year, the first year cash flow is 70, second year 60, third year 55, fourth year 40, fifth year 30, sixth year 25. Cumulative cash flow means first year it is 70, okay, and second year 70 plus 60, that is 1 lakh 30. Third year 1 lakh 30 plus 55, that is 1 lakh 85. And fifth year 1 lakh 85 plus 40, that is 2 lakhs 25. Next fifth year 2 lakhs 25 to 30, that is 2 lakhs 55. Next sixth year 2 lakhs 55 to 25, that is 2 lakhs 80. So like that you have the cumulative inflow must be, you have to solve. So you have to add 70 plus 60, 1 lakh 30 plus 55, 1 lakh 85 plus 40, 2 lakhs 225 plus 30, 2 lakhs 55 plus 25. Then you get 2. But when you observe here, I want the invest the money is 2 lakhs. But in the fourth year it is 2 lakhs 25,000. So in between the 2 lakhs is less, 2 lakhs is more than 2 lakhs 25. So I get 2 lakhs is less than 2 lakhs 20. So I take the third year is our observation 1 lakh 85,000. So I put here payback period is, what is the year? 3. We have taken at third year plus 15,000 by 40,000. 15,000 by 40,000. So 15,000. So how much variation I taken? It will be the variation. How much it will be? 2 lakhs. So what is the variation of 2 lakhs and 1 lakh 85,000? It is 15,000. In the next year, how much I have adding? It is 40,000. So it is 3 plus 15,000 by 40,000, that is 3 plus 0.375. So 3.375 years. So they given the 3 years or less. So we get the 3.375 years. Unrecovered investment are short of fourth year. So initial cost minus cumulative cost inflow at the end of third year is 2 lakhs minus 185 is 15,000. So the payback period of this is 3.37 years, which is longer than the maximum desired payback period of the management. So the investment in this project is therefore not desirable. So I am not considering this project because I invest my amount is 2 lakhs. The company will tell it will be reback within 3 hours or 3 or less than 3 hours, but I getting my amount in 3 lakhs 3.375. Yes, so it is not desirable. So this is about the what are the different economic analysis, that means energy economics, and what are the issues in the energy economics, and what are the different cash flows, and what are the some terminologies in this energy economics, and or what are the different cash flows, and what is the time of the money, and what is payback period under this payback period, or what is even payback period, and even payback and odd payback period. What are we have seen some problems about this even and odd payback period. Thank you.